One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That was Neil Armstrong. Space by itself and time by itself are doomed to fade away into mere shadows, and only a kind union of the two will preserve an independent reality. Albert Einstein. To infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear. How can mankind reach the great infinity without the support of the general population? What I want to talk to you guys about today is that we need to support our government funding for space exploration. We need to find out where we are and why we're here. And if it's all done in vain, I guess it's just going to have to be that way. Everyone has dreamed of aliens and angels, played Space Invaders, dreamed of playing golf on the moon, or bouncing around like Neil Armstrong. Man has been to the moon and has seen even farther through technology, like telescopes. Once we've gone this far, why not take it to the next level? We need to keep pushing the boundaries and see what becomes of our efforts. Many critics will say our effort may be in vain, but when hope springs eternal, nothing is done in vain. This brings me to our first point. We need to be in the search constantly for other natural resources. According to Steve Squires of Cornell University, found on CNN.com, we have concluded that the rocks here were once soaked in liquid water when talking about Mars. Steve Squires is the principal investigator for Science Instruments on Opportunity and its twin rover, Spirit. Finding water on other planets is only going to help the population of Earth. Also, one thing we can find on other planets and asteroids and throughout space is fossil fuels, other types of fuels, metals, ores, things like that. We also need to learn how to plot a map of the outer universe to know where we stand. We need to push the government funding to know the areas of focus and areas to avoid. Our research this far has led us to know about asteroids, meteorites, black holes, things like that. We also need to know our exact location and the exact location of possible threats or things that can help us. To help find what is around us, we can only assist the human race. The United States to continue to be pioneers in this aspect of the unknown. Finding new places can only lead to finding new faces. This brings me to that second point. We need to find our companions within the universe. Whether you're talking about religions or other beliefs, whether you are Baptist or Methodist or Mormon, there's always that extraterrestrial being, whether it be a god or an angel or spirits or ghosts. There's always going to be something that is unknown, and since we've searched the earth, we've found none of that yet. Not proof anyways. So why not reach to the only thing that we don't know about and go farther with that? You look in the Bible and you see angels in heaven. And it's not only in the Bible, it's in other religions. And then you even look back through cavemen, you see aliens and life in space and just unusual encounters. There is a possibility that extraterrestrials are already around us. If you think, on July 7th, 1947, a UFO crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. Apparently, and supposedly, there was beings taken from the spacecraft and are held in captivity to this day. Almost 20 years later, man landed on the moon. I don't think that's a coincidence. Alien sightings and abductions have been a part of the human history for as long as we've been around. Maybe finding others out somewhere in the galaxy will help us find ourselves, where we've come from, and this may also help us to answer two big questions. How did we get here, and why are we here? This brings me to my last and final point, exploring the final frontier. We need to answer the questions, where did we come from, and are we alone? The origins of our universe are still yet to be explained. We also need to find out the origins of our existence to help better understand ourselves. Another thing we need to look at is long-term survival. We need to find alternate environments for suitable life. Out of a quote from the Gas, Vapor, and Liquid System by N.N. Kulov, life on Earth will reach 11 billion people by the year 2100. We need to look for natural resources in spaces that have people if our population gets that big. Expanding our horizon only can aid the human race. We don't need to keep all of our eggs in one basket called Earth. Everywhere there is life on Earth, there's only one constant, that constant being the sky. We should look for answers not found on Earth in the sky. From overall protection of our planet to possible extraterrestrials, we need to look and just try to find out more answers to the universe. The best reason to search the sky is because it is there. And as humans, we are explorers in every aspect of our being. Let's not hold ourselves back by skimping on funding. Let's support our government's funding for space travel and exploration. Let's reach for the stars and who knows what may come. After all, the sky's the limit.